Okay, so, let's go ahead and get our Kelto Switch. Sorry, Sam. I know you're trying to level, but sorry. There we go. Yo, Die! How are you, my dude? How had how hard have you cheated in the game? To be totally honest, the only time I have cheated in the game so far have been just for mat leveling. That way, if I hit a point that I get stuck on stream, that way I won't be here for like 9 hours of grinding. And then I use cheating for the battle arena to make the money to buy cloud ability. Other than that, I haven't really cheated. I cheated technically on one of the weapons, but I'm not using that save game because I'm using a save game where he's still alive. But I just cheated just to see how long it would take to kill him. But like I said, that I brought him back from the dead, so technically I didn't cheat on that. Technically. So yeah, mainly, to be totally honest, the cheating mainly just been just for quick leveling. But like I said, like I don't want to sit here on stream for like 10 hours straight just walking in circles. Like I know how probably boring that can be. And then at the same time how mind-numbing it is for me as well. Because I have always been the type that anytime I got into like mass leveling, I would just like turn on like a podcast or something, and well, that don't exactly work out while streaming. So yeah. But yeah, if the 2 cheat, I get the 3 cheat that in this is no encounters, making everything faster, so everything is fed up, so everything is turbo. And then the 3rd cheat is turning technically invincibility along something don't one-shot you. And make it where you have unlimited limit breaks is what the cheating do. And like I say, you can turn them on and off and mat them as you wish, since all of them are just tied to the analog stick. But yeah, I haven't been doing that bad. But yeah, how you doing tonight, dude? And welcome. And by the way, tonight probably more than likely might be the end of Final Fantasy VII. So, because I got Sephiroth, I got the 2 weapons, I got whatever other little like baby story content you guys were talking about earlier, and then that should be about it. And also today should be like probably a 15-16 hour stream, since I literally woke up like 20 minutes before midnight, so yeah, I'm wide awake. That sound like 5? I get technically 5 mid-match, I guess. But yeah, technically only 3 cheat codes. So what did next? What did today? Today, like date-wise, let me see. Today the 20th, so we technically have 6 days to kill, or I get 5 since I'll be talking something new tomorrow probably. To be totally honest, I'm not 100% for sure. Because right now, it kind of like I was just killing time to when River 2 comes out. But yeah, like I'm still kind of on like an RPG kick a little bit, so I don't know. Cause I have a few RPGs I want to play. I just don't know how long they are. Cause it's like I still need to do my blind playthrough of oh god, Chrono Trigger. At some point I need to play Parasite Eve 2. That might be a Halloween RPG game though, if anything like the 4th one. And then, of course, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics, and whatnot. I don't know, what I need to do, honestly, I need to probably go to, like, How Long to Beat and look up some games that I've been meaning to play since we're kind of in a dead zone till RE2 comes out. And figure out what I can do, what I can do in 5 days. wobbly. Yeah, Parasite Eve 2 is like 20. Yeah, because I think the 4th game took me, I think like 25, maybe 30. The only thing I worry about Parasite Eve 2 would be, because I never actually beat Parasite Eve 1. I streamed it, and I got to the final boss, and I spent like a whole stream trying to beat the final boss, and then I just quit the game. So like one of the cases, like I really hope they kind of, hopefully, balance it a little bit better. Cause you know that'd be nice, but yeah, cool. Let's put on my ultimate weapon for this. But yeah, probably what I'm gonna end up doing, is I will probably beat it tonight, like today. Probably look at some stuff on how long to beat, and then probably just put up like a poll or something. Because I have been really bad at my estimates. Because like originally I was like, oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts would take like a month and a half. It took less than a month. Then I was all like, oh, Final Fantasy VII will take like 3 weeks to beat because it's like a 100-hour game, and like, no, it technically been a week and a half-ish. So it's just like, god damn it. Like, everything I've been estimating for have been totally off. Should play Final Fantasy Tactics. To be honest, like, I'm kind of leaning to Final Fantasy Tactics, to be honest. Cause that's a bucket list game. And honestly, a tactical RPG be a nice change of pace. Cause if you think about it, like, cause we went Kingdom Hearts 2. What was it? We did Kingdom Hearts, all 9 Kingdom Hearts games. So we went from action RPG into Spider-Man with the DLC, which is, I get technically an open world RPG. Technically, it had leveling. It counts, right? And then we went to Final Fantasy VII, which is turn-based. So we kind of, the only one we really kind of missing here is a tactical RPG. So, and then, you know, a protected game. and then the RPG, Trifecta? Be pretty much complete at that point. Final Fantasy Tactics. Also crowded in Tactics. Isn't he like very difficult to get or something? I remember hearing he's a secret character, but I'm not 100% for sure how you actually get him. By the way, what is? Okay, that's 76. Ugh. Oh, okay. No, that is. Yeah. Let's go 76. Let's see. Yeah, well hitting character, but yeah. Ridiculous to get. What you gotta do for that? I knew he was in it because I remember every time I have ever played Final Fantasy Tactics, like, I'm gonna get crowded, and then my game always broke before I could. Like, I think I owned like 3 copies of that game, and all 3 copies were like busted in some way or another. But then again, I was getting them from my friends, so that probably didn't help at the time. Let's see. Yeah, if you don't know, there was basically no chance to get him. Also, he come at level 1. He obtained the level consistently. There's a lot going out of your way and hunting for scenes. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that could be an issue. But yeah, if I do play Final Fantasy Tactics, I will probably just play the PSP version. To be honest. But that's the version I wanted to play anyway, since, you know, all the new cutscenes and whatnot, and whatever else they added. We need to lift up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's put Drain on. Yeah, but you don't get Cloud Kill until you equip one around the open. To get his job, you had to use his weapon, and it also hidden? Really? It's a lot harder than the PlayStation version. Really? I would thought it would have been the opposite. I would thought, like, they would have, like, balanced it down. You know, since, you know, adding the cutscene, whatever else they added. I imagine the cutscenes are not the only thing new in the PSP1, was it? Because I believe, I want to say I have it downloaded for the PSP emulator I use every now and again. And then I also believe, which I probably won't do it that way, but I could probably use my Vita TV, because I want to say they gave away Tactics as a PS Plus game at some point, like years and years ago. But to be realistic, I probably would just want an emulator. Just because, like, the PSP emulator I have is, like, so awesome. We can adore it. Let's see. Also, they fixed the JP bug. The same as the Android version? I have no idea on that. I totally forgot that was any a thing. Actually, I probably should not be using my ultimate weapon, maybe. Maybe? Not good. I'm gonna use my ultimate weapons. Because I'm not too worried about leveling materials at this point, since we got that grinding pod. So, look what, we're gonna do it. Because I'm all about just killing the weapons at this point. Wait, they had multiplayer? Was it like online, or was it like LAN multiplayer? How would that even work? I imagine probably like LAN, isn't it? Or over the L, like half-at Wi-Fi stuff. Let's see, vitality. I have any for like strength, vitality, and feel it. Okay, I get that. Okay, you got your bed thingy on. What about you on this? No, that dropping up a little low for my liking. Oh! So that one you guys were talking about before when we did this, like a day ago. You guys were talking about, like, having to let material in battle. Ooh, that actually makes sense now. Yeah, I'm just curious about how do it do the PvP stuff? Is it like the Wi-Fi or I don't remember what it was called, but whenever like you in the same room and you're just doing a like L connection, I don't remember what the PvP called that. Cause hey, if it was actual proper online multiplayer, that's not bad. I highly doubt anyone still doing it at that point, but maybe I'd be wrong. Okay, so it's LAN. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, that probably would be the easier way to do that. Just be like, okay, you sit in the same room with two PFPs. Okay, so. Okay, now come the fun part. Remembering our setup for that. Yeah, that's my question. Like, I imagine there would probably be people that do. But the question is, like, how many? I feel like that one of them cases at that point, you know, if the server ain't still up at all, probably they probably not up. But let's just say they are. I imagine probably like one of them cases, just like one of your buddies would come over and be like, hey, let's just do that type of deal. Like, I don't think people be actually looking for it. If so, good on them people if they all doing that. Yeah, all the PFP I had in hand was CFW. Yeah, I don't even have a proper PFP anymore. I only have, I guess I technically do. I have a PFP that I don't know if it works or not, because, I don't have an actual, like, charging wire for it. But my original PFP got broke, thanks to my cousin stealing it and breaking it. He ended up taking a hammer to it. He was an asshole, as you can imagine. But yeah, if I having like a working PFP that I know 100% work, like I don't have one now. I only have a Vita and a Vita TV. Don't get me wrong, it'd be nice to actually one day try to find, because I imagine they're not that expensive. Try to find like the PFP that actually had the component out. Because, you know, that would be neat. Always wanted one of that version, but I never had it because I always had the like I want to say like the full like 6 month to the year like version, so I get like the original model. Yeah, wasn't it the PFP 2000 that had the component out? Oh, much HP. Okay, here we go. So, we want level peanut, or Phoenix, not peanuts, Phoenix. And was it blue? Yeah, I think it was blue. So what was it? It was final attack, right? Yeah, I have the component out, but kind of annoying to use. The resolution on the TV is so bad. Oh yeah, I imagine if you're not hooking that thing up to like a CR, like a CR TV, like it would not be that great. It wasn't like the resolution on the PFP was like 300 by like 200 or something like that. Yeah, I guess it'd be fine for streaming though. Yeah, depending on how you do the overlay and whatnot. Like, as long as you don't blow it up too big and try to stretch it, it'd probably be okay. To be honest, it just, other than being nice to have actual, like, physical of it all, like, at that point, it's, like, probably just way easier just due to emulators. You know, that way you can actually do, like, upscaling everything on it. Well, you have a Vita TV, and a, oh, Jesus, what was it called? ATC Whipple. But sadly, the Vita TV actually had that. I'm pretty sure I could hack it and probably get rid of it more than likely at that point. Because I have a Vita TV, like I bought it when they was on Quill, when they were being sold for like, I think 10 bucks. But like I said, the only downside is they have copyright protection on it, which, you know, I can easily deal with though, because I have a HDMI brittle that actually take that out. The only real issue is, you know, I don't know, just like the Vita TV is a little awkward in some way to actually use. Yeah, final attack. Okay, cool. So put final attack on you. Let's see. I don't recall if you still see on the PFP screen when you use component out though. Yeah, I don't know. I never actually tried one. I just knew that was a thing. I'd be interested to see if it actually did output the bolts. So you could either play it either way. Because to be honest, if I did do it, I wouldn't even look at the screen. I'd probably just use it as a controller. Let's see. Where are you, Knights of the Round? There you are. Knights of the Round. Okay, what would... Wasn't there something for Knights of the Round that would be great? Yeah, wasn't it like AP? Yeah, AP absorption. That's what it was. For knights around. Okay. So I'm gonna put on the AP thing to get up to 99, and then mimic, and that will probably be it. There we go. Yeah, and then if you mimic with everyone else. Oh, if you mimic with everyone else with absorption AP, so it will actually like work for everybody. Yeah, to be honest, that's probably all I'm gonna need for like Cloud. And then we're just gonna need like the AP thing, get everybody up to 99, and then mimic, and then that will probably be about it. Since Mimic don't actually, like, take MP, wasn't it? Let's see, HP. There we go. Okay. Also, I probably need to double check and make sure everybody limit break it on 4. 4. Okay, yeah, we good. Okay. Let's see if we can do that now. Wait, what? Count on Mabbit. Oh! Okay, yeah, that is a good point. Okay, cat. The cat is just slowly moving up on me. Let me land over here and we will do that. Lapel counter magic. Counter magic. That was a blue thing, wasn't it? Yeah, magic counter. There it is. And then AP. There we go. So, actually, go back for a moment. Yeah, we got so many potions. Good, let's do it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to go into the battle again with no health like we did before. Let's not repeat the last time we tried this. Okay. Well, here go nothing. Okay, where are you, buddy? Don't forget you for a try. There you are. Hello. Nice seeing you just kind of hanging out in your cradle. Well, here we go, chat. Oh crap, I forgot to put underwater on. I forgot to do that. Well, shit. It's fine. I knew we were forgetting something. Yep. How long did we make it tonight? We made it 3.5 hours before I had my blonde moment. That's actually not bad. That actually went way better than I was originally expecting. Okay, I'm just gonna speed up some of the attacks. Some of the attack can get a little long. We gotta get long. Still not quite hitting for 99. Maybe I need to put like all like the strength stuff and whatnot on Cloud. Maybe that would also help a little. Mimic. Mimic. Okay. Okay, so they actually do scale to whoever is using Mimic, huh? Okay. no, not time for all the Knights around cats. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, what are we looking at? Like a minute and a half per cats? Actually, I think more like 40 seconds or that. But yeah, you might have a point though. Yeah, about 10 to 11 cats, maybe. Hey, to be totally honest, I'd be cool if we just live and just die because of the time. Like, that would at least make me feel pretty okay here. But then again, and like, half of the time is literally just going to catching Knights of the Round, so you know, that's a little bit of a problem. You know what we need? Because what it is that doing 3 times speed. We need like 10 times speed for this. But look at that. We already like 5 minutes into the. Oh look, what is that? 6 minutes? 7 minutes into the fight technically, and we have literally took 1.5 turns. So you know, there's that. I'm gonna be so happy though if we do beat him full the time, although I'm gonna be so happy. Oh, that was right. We also gonna keep our health up as long as you don't hit for 99, because every time we do Knights of the Round, we literally get like all all HP back. So you know that also working in our favor here. Oh, it might be bad. Oh, Cloud dead. Doesn't matter, Phoenix. Never mind, we back. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I thought it was only what I input. Yeah, now we're just doing Phoenix. Yo, rainy day and Sunday. Welcome, my dude. Welcome. How you doing, dude? How you doing? Welcome. We screwed up fighting this thing and well, stuff is happening. But welcome. How you doing, my dude? Oh, did double buy though, body white. Oh yeah. Well, it does keep everybody alive, so. Okay, yeah, I would do weak cast with Cloud to rectify this. I got 2 more cats with Knights of the Round anyway. But yeah, we're not gonna do that because of the time warp. There we go. Doing great. How am I doing? I'm doing awesome, other than having a few little oversight for that fight, mainly getting rid of the time warp. And now knowing how it works. So yeah. I'm actually doing pretty good. It's been actually a pretty fun night so far. And I'm hoping to beat the weapon, do the last little bit of cleanup, and be ready to go kill Sephiroth. That is kind of my plan at the moment. Oh, the PC bullets, so you on this one? That sucks, dude. Hopefully, you'll be able to get you a new one, or continue being able to use the one you're using right now. But yeah, sorry to hear that, dude. I know how annoying it is when like PC stuff breaks. Ow. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough time. I lost track of the count. I wasn't even counting to begin with. I have no idea what we own. Like the Phoenix cat kind of tore me off. At this point, I'm just letting it happen because I don't think we're gonna beat him for the time off. Well, time to get back up. Nope, not enough MP. There you go. I got this. So any of you don't cast it? It still counts? I'm happy. I'm happy I didn't die. So yeah, we can totally do this. We can 100% do this. As long as I remember to put the underwater breathing ability on. That is. I got 100% faith in it now. Now where was it? I don't remember what quarter it was. I want to say underwater. There it is. There we go. Okay. Real quick, what material? Okay, 99. Man, I really wish we had like an actual material slot where we could attach 3 things, and then it'd be like every time Knights of the Round would hit, I would take HP and MP. So that'd be nice. But hey, at least now I know with Cloud trying to cast Phoenix, if we don't have enough MP, whoever is alive can cast it. So that'd good. Put W summon on Cloud. You can then do, okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Cause that don't need to be equipped to anything, right? Cause I don't think they gotta be linked. Okay, save this again. So I don't have to keep doing that. Every time we run out of time, I'll die. Mainly die. No, just a command material. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Why am I trying to... Why was I trying to make the fight appeal by running around in a circle? God damn it. Yeah, only blue material can be linked. Okay. Aha, there you are. Come here, big guy. Hey. Hey. Come, Meal. I need to touch that butt. There we go. We get it. Bump. Okay. Who torn is it? UP. Okay, now Cloud, W summon. Nice little round. If I can do it. There we go. Now we should be good. So let's go ahead and do the feed and see what we can do. Because honestly, if I die again, I'm probably gonna take all the like plus the strength, defense, luck, all them items and just shove it all on Cloud. And then hopefully we can bump the Knights and the 9 attack up to 999. Because, you know, that'd be nice. So in 2 full turns, he should be dead. 2 turns equals 12 caps. Okay, hopefully that's the case. How much do I know about Zelda? Not a... I guess it depends on the question. If we talk like Pacific in games, not really. But if we not, then maybe? But yeah, it really depends. Because I would say about the game, not a lot. Because the only game I have played... God, I played Link to the Past when I was a kid. I did Link Between Two Worlds. I got to the final boss on that. I got about halfway through Wind Waker and about halfway through Breath of the Wild. And, you know, of course, I played the original Zelda back in the day, and also probably the second one as well at some point. But I have never beat a Zelda, and them have been the only Zelda games I have played. I haven't played past like the tutorial. For like what was it? Ocarina of Time or Majora Mask, like. So yeah, my knowledge is limited, I should say. Because I have never beat a Zelda game before. Yeah, no, I haven't beat it. Like, I remember playing the fourth Zelda and Zelda 2 and Link to the Past, like when I was a kid. Like, I remember playing it. They were more just like running around, just killing stuff type of deal, and maybe did like 1 or 2 dungeons, but never actually beat any of them. Love the game. You probably need to have maybe, yeah. Cause it's like one of them cases. Like, I like Zelda, but yeah, I haven't beat any of them or played them to any obscene amount. It's like one of them things where just like what I have played them, and I know I would love them if I just would just like I get settled down and just play them. So maybe at some point we will. It's technically RPGs, like. Technically. I get depending on who you ask. Oh, I forgot I hit the button twice. But yeah, with that being said though, like looking above my monitors right now, like I got a crap ton of Zelda amiibos, so you guys should play some of these games. At some point though, I do want to beat Breath of the Wild. Like one of them things, I think I got 3 of the beats done. And then Sam started playing it, and well, I lost the Switch still for like a week or 2, and by then I was always playing other stuff. A lot of people are so bored with the original Link to the Past that they are playing randomized version. Oh yeah, I imagine if you like grew up playing nothing but that game, and like yeah, you'd probably be bored to deal at that point, especially if you're in like the VII camp. Like I said, for me, it'd be more or less a blind playthrough, because like hell, back when I was playing them games, I couldn't even read because I was so young. So yeah, like it would be a totally like probably 98% blind playthrough if I ever did Link to the Past. It wasn't Link to the Past with like pretty much do the dungeons in any order you want type of deal. I think that was a thing, right? I know some of the Zeldas were like that. I feel very much like we're on autopilot for the thoughts. I'm cool with that. Yeah, pretty much. Ow. Oh, I think you're gonna kill us. Yep. Alright, time to go back alive. And then when we get back, goddamn, when we get back, to Cloud, I need a wee cat, 9 of the 9. Actually, no, wait a minute. You could just stay alive and just catch it, so that means then Wet 13 and Net, he would just mimic what she did, right? Okay, no, wait a minute. We might be good. We might still be in the loop of Knights of the Nine, so we might be good here. Might not have to. Oh! Yeah! We did it, chat! Woo! Nice. Thank you, dudes. Thank you for the help on that fight. Hey, we did it legit. We didn't have to cheat. I don't count speeding up time. That would just took forever. We would have been there for probably an hour just watching Knights of the Nine attacks if I didn't. But yep, we did it. Now we gotta go fight the other weapon. Awesome. I'm so happy now. That made me feel probably pretty good about... Well, the dock. Camera. Game. Calm. There we go. That made me feel a lot better going into the net one. Okay, save time. Now that we actually did that. Let's see. As long as you have the tool or the node or some of the glitches, you can do whatever in whatever order. I think that makes sense. If you know how to build a system. He a bit difficult. I won't fall for you the full attempt. Before that, oh yeah, that is true. Before that, we need to go drop the item off for the matter material. Okay. So we go back to Wet 13 home, don't we, for that? Which is over here? No, that's the spaceship. Heal. Oh, that a hole in the wall. Heal. Nope. Eventually, guys. Eventually. Okay, so he gonna just hang out there by the gold saucer, isn't he? Okay. There it is. Okay. No, the same dude that give you... Oh, the same dude that give me underwater. Okay, yeah, so that is the fort town after Midgard, wasn't it? That should be over here. Well, Midgard. That should be... No, that's the Chocobo town. Over here? Oh, you good sort. There you are. Okay. Yeah, that was white. So yeah, 13 homework for the changing. Okay. So do I just talk to you? I gotta just talk to you, right? Oh, it's Deanne. Hop. Wanna trade? Oh wait. Is that the Hop? Wanna trade it for matter material? I am not being a stingy eater. I would give you all 3 of them. Yeah, sure. Here you go. Okay, deal it done. Oh, he gotta get them. You're gonna troll them at my feet. Oh my god, yes you are. Why can't you just hand them to me? The guy still irritate me about that. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, but I'm gonna troll them on the format. You pick it up, slave. In a 3 a piece of matter material set, and it all yours. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Okay, so there's that achievement. That achievement between Cal up. So I'm gonna probably still use pretty much the same setup for the net weapon. But yeah, so what to do with Matter Summon? All summon, Mortal Summon. What the hell does that mean? So wait, what? So with 5 cats? Now you have the second night of the round. So does that mean I'm literally gonna summon everything? Okay, we gotta test this. I need to walk outside and find a poor soul to use this on. Is it gonna be like a 40-minute summon? It's so gonna be like a 40-minute summon. Okay, well, honestly, no, don't go back into town. Okay, I need a poor soul. Come on, somebody attack me. There we go. Doop, doop. Poor soul. This guy not gonna know what he is up against. Oh! Infinite summons? Oh! Oh my god. Infinite summon and all summon on one dude. Hey, Coon! Guess what I got? When we were to Collector Edition? I don't know. What did you get? I'm guessing something fancy, White. Did you get one of the light side or the human side Gundam statue? I'm just guessing at that point. Oh, I thought it was 5. Sorry. Oh, no way, dude. No way. I'm happy with the infinite summons. Like, give me the infinite summon any day of the week. Especially how much MP. And then with Phoenix, with VII nuts, like, oh my god, we are officially invincible. Let's see. I got one of the quick ball Pokemon called. Okay, what is this? I gotta see a picture of this. When I'm thinking about that, like I'm thinking about the metal tins like with paint on it from back in the day. Let me see. What is that? Oh my god! I might whip my little keyboard. Damn. Oh, are these actually? Oh. Okay, these things look cool. So they are literally metal Pokeballs. Oh my god. Okay, I need to find a picture. How big is this in someone's hand? I imagine they're about the size of. Oh, here we go. But they actually like pretty big, aren't they? Oh my god. I haven't bought Pokemon cards since I was like 14. But I want this. How much are these, Coon? I didn't even know these was a thing. It's so awesome. Oh my god, I can feel. I can feel the OCD of collecting these hitting. Just have it like on a shelf above me at every Pokeball. Well, it went what little penny money I have. Let's see. Master Magic, the same deal for Magic, by the way. So it pretty much make all material pretty much obsolete for Magic and Summon, doesn't it? There's one quick ball for each display pack. $12, I think. Okay, that's not bad. That is not bad. Cause they come with Pokemon cards, right? They're just not empty tins. Hell, for empty tins, still depending on the quality, like I want it. I want them now. Yep. That time me and Sam go to Walmart, I need to go down to Pokemon aisle and see if I can find me somebody. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we were gonna go fight the net weapon. That's all I'm thinking about now. Pokemon calls. Oh, Pokemon 10s. Okay, I need a map again. I can never remember for the life of me where the hell am I going? It was up here, wasn't it? Yeah, there it is. Oh, wait a minute. I think I need a Chocobo to get that, don't I? Because I can't land in the desert. But I think the Chocobo can just run into it. Okay, I'm gonna save it real quick because I don't remember if I saved it or not. Let's see. Yeah, they should have them at Walmart. There's 3, a bootle, and a coin. Ooh, is it still like the metal coins? Because I remember back in my day, I remember like the metal coins that they called you to come with that you need to flip to see who go first. You can mail me the bootle back. Maybe. Because I still have all my Pokemon cards from high school. I still need to do an what am I saying? IRL stream. There we go. I'm just going through all my Magic calls and all my Pokemon calls and Dragon Ball calls. Like, I still need to do that at some point. But I still have, for anybody that ever got, like, loot crates, like, the actual, like, loot crate in the mail, like, I have, like, the bigger boxes that you would get sometime from them. I think I got, like, 3 or 4 of them just filled up with Pokemon Magic cards. And I know I still got a whole bunch of, like, booster packs I never did open for Magic. That I got, like, 2-3 years ago at a convention. Let's see, not really. You can still use the material. Repel it with more than example of the 2. That is true. I get we would use it. That's true linking. But yeah, just having infinite Knights of the Round though, like, I would take that. Just mail you the code card? Wait, what? What are them? Are they just like numbered where you can actually get them in like the free-to-play game or something? Or what are the codes? Or what are they used for? I guess should be what we're at. Did I save it? Oh god, I don't even remember. Pokemon never had Metal Coin? Did they not? I thought they did. Because I thought the coin that came with the VHS of the second movie, I thought it was metal. And then I thought like 1 or 2 of the like decks you could buy back in the day did. It might be just me just thinking about my memory back when I was like 14, 15 when Pokemon came out. Or however old I was at that point. Maybe I'm getting confused with some other card game that had metal coins. I know the movie, the VHS version of the movie came with coins. And I thought they were metal. Or they were probably just like heavy plastic or like die cast or something. So when you get a booster, it will come with a code card that you can put in the online game and get that same card in the online collection. It come with all the code production. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking that what it was, because I remember, I think it was like when Sam was playing the free-to-play game, like I thought I remember seeing like you could do that. I wasn't for sure that still was a thing or not, or if the code was for something else now. But honestly, that's not bad. That's actually good. I wonder, do Magic do that now? Or are they gonna do that? That'd be nice if they did that for, like, Arena. But to be totally honest, like, if they did, I would start buying, like, booster packs again. Because, you know, I will buy physical or digital stuff any day of the week. But if I bought physical and got the digital stuff, like, oh my god, I'd be all for that. So good job, Pokemon Company, on that. Or whoever over that game. Is It's not Konami. Konami not owned Pokemon anymore. What? No, wait, what? It wasn't like when Pokemon came out, it was Wizard of Colts. And then was it in Konami? And then from Konami it went to someone else? Or is it just Pokemon Company now? Because I know Konami was over the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. I know that. I just can't remember who took the right for Pokemon after Wizard of the Coast. Because I'm pretty sure the fourth release it was Wizard. Magic did not. I don't think they would do that with Arena. Yeah, I kind of wish they would for Arena, just mainly because like Arena, they seem to be putting a lot of effort into. At least from my affiliate with the game and, you know, the PR people behind it. Because they really feel like they're trying to make Arena into the net, like, Magic Online. Because, don't get me wrong, no matter how good Magic Original Online was, or is, because I know it's still a thing. Hi, cat. Oh god, cat. Oh god, she's waking up. But yeah, that whole interface and launcher and everything like that was indeed a part of like 2002. So it kind of feel like Arena trying to replace that in a lot of ways. We will see if it ever will or not. Let's see, getting calls on Arena is way less offensive than real life call, to be honest. That is true, because isn't like a pack in Arena at only like 2 something, and then not counting the ones they give you for doing daily and tournaments and, you know, blah blah blah, all the other stuff. But I remember when I was playing Arena, when I did the quote beta and then when I did the sponsorship stream for it, and like I remember it being fairly reasonable for what it was. Yeah, okay, Game Freak. Okay, so Game Freak is over the card game now. But I knew Game Freak was over, like, Pokemon-ish. Well, I get technically was the Pokemon Company, which I get technically a part of Game Freak. Let's see, I mean, I come from Hot Dome. Magic the Gathering Arena is way less offensive. Yeah, I don't remember how much the sets was in Hearthstone. I remember I played Hearthstone for like a week, and I was like, yeah, this is good. This is better, like, a more streamlined Magic the Gathering. And I just kind of like, yeah, it's good, it's fine. And I kind of went my own way. I never paid my attention after, like, the fourth, like, week of launch. Let's see, they rarely pay $1,000 to lifetime. Wait, what? Done to lifetime ban people. It warped less than 10 hours out of the pack. Okay, so this is you complaining about Wizard of the Coast, right? Yeah, because the last time I bought Magic cards was in like 2016? 2017? Cause I remember I was trying to teach Sam how to do Magic the Gathering, play Magic the Gathering. And since we was at a con that had it for like fucking dirt cheap, I think it was like $5 for like a actual deck, which I believe usually cost what, like 13, 14. So I bought 2 decks, and then I bought one of them like collector boxes. It came with, I think it was like 10 or 15 like booster pack with it. Because I actually like the artwork on the box. I bought that, and I taught her how to play Magic, and I had to kind of put it in the box, and haven't touched it again. So I don't remember the card stop being bad, but with that being said, it's like we only technically played like 2 games, and that was about it. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was a Pokemon Company on Game Freak, and then Pokemon Company / technically Game Freak, like Nintendo owned like some stock into it, to, you know. That way, technically, like second party Nintendo, because they own enough of the stock. Let me get caught up on chat before we go into this, since I haven't done the fight yet, and I know once again the fight is like, without we get an endless loop again, it can be hard keeping up with chat. Let's see, Hawthorne is a good game until you get higher level, and then all RNG. I can see that. Especially the way, like, how I have heard people talk about some of the cards in that game. Like, especially the ones that came out, like, a year or so after. I could see how that could become quite irritating, because there's like a lot of broken cards in that may or may not have been banned or reworked. But then again, you can say the same thing about any card game. Like, eventually, a random card gonna come out in whatever set that you're gonna break the whole game in some way or another. Let's see. Wizard of Coat hate the main consumer. Do they? Yeah, I don't follow what's happening with Wizard of Coast enough to actually know. Like most of my memories of Wizard of Coast was literally just like from like 90. God, what was it, like 98 to like 2005. That literally where like my knowledge of Wizard of Coast come from. Let's see, Blizzard only, oh god. Blizzard only nerf cards months after the problem. They take forever. If they take action immediately, it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, I wonder why they wait so long. Do you think it's like a lazy thing, or do you think it's one of them cases where it's just like, let's just let it play out for a couple months and just see how the meta end up working with it, and then nerf it. And then nerf anything else along the way that need to be. Because I still can see how that would be very irritating for like them like that time period beforehand. Let's see. I'll require you to put a few $100 down and everything to stay competitive. Yeah, cause don't they have like? This is like one of them things. I'm gonna be speaking totally out ignorant, so I might be off on that. But, because isn't like the main draw of that at that point is like the actual like rank play and like doing that type of stuff, which in return is like. But once again, like that's pretty much every card game for the most part. Especially when you start getting into like randomly generated type of card game. You know, the ones that where you just buying blind packs. Like, ugh. Yeah, I can see how that could be a problem. Like, if you're trying to keep up with that. I guess I kind of had like the, not really a blessing in disguise, but kind of bad, but I get kind of a blessing. Like when I was playing, like back in the day when I was playing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic. Like, most of the people I was around didn't know how to play the games. It was always, like, me and, like, one other kid that actually knew what we were doing. So it never got that bad. But I could see that being a real problem, you know, if you are trying to stay up to date in a card game. Because at that point, like, I don't even know anyone in real life who actually play any card games at that point. So that probably got more to do with, I only know, like, if we count Sam Flynn, like 4 people, that also could be a problem. Let's see. I can't find myself shitting on Bethesda. 76 was horrible, but it was a via what project it was. Decided to take a 90-degree turn halfway through the game. Yeah, I'm in the camp of like, I don't know, like 76 is one of them things. Like, Don't get me wrong, like, I agree with what everybody say about 76, like 100%, because I played that game for, I think, 20 hours here on the stream when it came out. I think it was over the holidays I did it, because I did it right before Kingdom Hearts, and, like, I totally agree, but at the same time, it's like, I don't like shit-talking, you know, game really at all. I'm kind of in a camp, if it's bad, we just come to a conclusion and move on with our lives. But at the same time, it's one of the things, like, you know, I could bitch about, you know, For Honor, Rainbow Six. I get technically the original Destiny, you know, like, plenty of examples out there of these wannabe MMO light or multiplayer game that actually eventually turn themselves around and actually become good. Or maybe that might just be a Ubisoft thing. Maybe they don't want to know how to do that. But you know, that have happened enough where it's just like I don't like complaining. Because it's like just because it's a shit game now don't mean it's gonna be a shit game in a couple years. But at the same time, it's just like I agree with everyone on 76. And when I was playing it, like I didn't have nearly as many problems as a lot of people had in 76. So like one of them cases, like I could see that becoming good, but you know, it would take time. You know, it had potential in it. It was very hard to see that potential, but it still was there nonetheless. But yeah, like one of them cases, like at that point, it put that any counts. Let's see, not just 76 modes. It pathetic game, had game based. That is true, like, pathetic games have always had that. That's been an issue since what? Going back to like Daggerfall, if you really want to get all super nitpicky. Any of the only one people remember anymore, like, what? Oblivion and up. Maybe Morrowind and or up, depending on, you know, the type of gamer you are and how old you are, I guess. Let's see, I played and beat Fallout 4 within a week of release, without it crashing once. Yeah, I played it, God, when did I play that? I played that in November? Like, I waited to play Fallout 4 because I just got distracted. I finally sat down like, no, we're just doing this. And I did it for like a half a month, and I don't remember having an issue myself either. Because I don't remember it crashing. None of the I think it was only like one quest that bugged on me, if I remember right. I guess I did have issues. But yeah, I was just playing vanilla though. It was no mods, no add-ons, so maybe I just got lucky as well. But yeah, I had no issue with 4 either. Or at least nothing I can remember anyway. Fallout 4 was bland. Fallout 4 was just Fallout 3 with a little extra stuff short on top of it. I wouldn't say it's bland. It's just like I guess in New Vegas, I think probably was no more of the issue with it. Let's see, if you play Arena, you can play it for free. Are we talking about Magic Arena? Yeah, Arena, Link, when I did the sponsorship for Arena, like between the dailies and some of the challenge stuff you can do in Arena, they seem to give you a decent amount of calls. But I think, because I did that for, I think, if I remember right, I had to play it for 3 hours. And I think I ended up playing for like 4, and I ended up getting like a deck and like 4 booster packs. And I didn't spend a dime, and they didn't give me no money to spend any in it, so yeah. I'm kind of with you on that. Like, Arena does give you a decent amount. The question is how much do it give you if you play it every day for like a year. That will be the question. Because hell, for all I know, they might have been like, you know, just handing out extra cards and like daily just because they knew they were going to be doing a crap ton of sponsor streams. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea on that. Let's see, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Yeah, to be honest, for me with Arena, if I did go back and play any card game, it'd probably, or just any, like, digital card game, it'd probably be Arena. But then again, I got more to say. I got more to do with it. I just love Magic. And like I said, like, the problem is, like, I will play Magic in person more so than digital, but I have really no other choice in a lot of ways. Skywin was awesome. I remember, like, I need to go back and play the DLC for Skyrim, because that still need to happen, because I never played in the DLC. Like, I really like Skyrim, but at the same time, I like Oblivion and Morrowind, like, way more. The problem was with Skyrim, because, like, the main issue I had, because I own it on PC, Xbox 360, and PS4, what I own it on. I didn't play enough of it on PC to actually say one way or another. But playing it on the 360 was one of them issues. Well, I know at the time, I can't vouch for now, but at the time, I know it had a bad problem of, like, once your save data get to a certain amount, it will start causing, like, load time issues and more bugs to show up. And then I know as you added DLC, since I bought all the DLC for the Xbox 360 version, I just never played it. Because I was too busy running around doing other stuff. But I know buying the DLC and DLC will also cause all sorts of trouble to it. And then on the PS4, I know when the HD version came out, maybe it was just mine. I can't vouch here, because I bought it off Amazon. They sent me the European version for whatever reason. But like when I was playing it on PS4, well, the first, like, month there, that game was pretty much unplayable, at least for me. Like, it was one of them things where, like, I played it for, like, 10 minutes, crash. Played it for 10 minute crash. And it was like that for, like, days on end, to the point where I just, like, screw it, and I just gave up on it. But when I came back and I double-checked it, like, 6 months after the fact, it seemed to be fine now. But yeah, Skyrim is another one of them games at some point I want to get back to and actually do the DLC. Since I never have done them. And I would love to go back to Morrowind. Because I know you're technically doing that. We're talking about Hearthstone. Oh, never mind. Never mind on that. Skyrim was awesome, it's true. But still a broken game, yep. A massive game like that, yeah, but the thing is about that, this is gonna be one of them things, well, it does get in it, because when we start talking about, like, how broken games are, you know, some people have issues, some people doesn't, but at the same time, it's like, I guess the example would be, like, look at Bethesda games, and then go look at Watchdog games, and it start becoming a little night and day distant there. Any of Bethesda games are still trying to be RPGs, you know, way more stuff happening in the background type of deal, but yeah, that is a thing, though. Good to be honest, like, as far as, like, open-ended games, the only games I bet, like, I have feeling really no issue in it is mainly Watchdog stuff. Like, outside of that, like, every other company, like, they always broken in some way or another. Yeah, breakable and not broken. That is true. Because hell, as we have to couple with what we're playing here, like, this is a broken game. But not broken in the same way as, say, a Bethesda game, though. The breakable games are elite, you know, you can and cannot do it, you know, or I get can or will not do it, I guess would be the way to put that. Yeah, play it on PS3. Oh my god, all Bethesda games on PS3 are just... no. But to be totally honest though, like, if you think about it, pretty much every, or almost every PlayStation 3 game that wasn't public from Sony in the first, like, what, 3 years was just, like, kind of a no-go on that. Like, all of them are, like, inferior versions. You know, so PS3 games didn't start actually getting good to, like, the last 2 years. Actually, I would say probably the last 3 to 4 years of it, like, pretty much from, like, 2011 up. Like, PS3 games actually got good, and not just shitty ports. Which, like I said, that got more to do with the cell processor more than anything. Had PC. I went broken on any platform. Yeah, because like I said, like the 360 had issues as it went. And then the PS4 just had issues out the gate. And, well, PC or PC. So I have no comment on that one. Ones that we hour or two on PS3. The question is about that. Was that like when we released or that after the release? Because I know that game was just nil unplayable almost everything when New Vegas came out. God, I remember the pissiness and the new outlets and all that shit about New Vegas, about how the worst Fallout game ever made. It's horrible. It don't work. It don't run. It's glitchy. I'm losing items, losing saves. Like, oh my god, go look at any like website back when New Vegas came out, and like you would see that game was probably worse than 76 in a lot of ways. But you know, Obsidian fixed it eventually, and now it's like the most beloved, you know, Fallout game appeal to at least the old ones anyway. So you know, a lot of shit can happen in time. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's like it's just kind of how it is, especially nowadays. Let's see. The PS3 sucked in general. That's why. I wouldn't say they what did. Cause to be honest, we know like the PS3 and 360, like that generation lasted what 9 years. But then again, the only reason that lasted that long was because you know the session we went in 2008. But to be totally honest, it's like if our country didn't go to shit in 2008 money-wise, the PS4 would have came out in probably 2009. To be totally honest, here. So yeah, I wouldn't say they whooped it. If you want to talk about washing, then we can talk about the Wii U in some ways. But yeah. But yeah, I don't agree with the PS4 being watched. And the PS3, like I said, the PS3 only sucked to, you know, to most company finally figure out how to work the processor in it, or Sony actually told them how to work it. Cause hell, I need to put a link to like some of the developer interviews I did back in that time period. Cause I interviewed Team Meat, like 2 indie developer, one who did oh god, I think his name was Matt something. I apologize, I don't remember his name fully, but the dude that did oh my god, what was it? It was like the most popular Minecraft clone out on console before Minecraft actually came to 360. And I interviewed the CEO of Wunit? Yeah, Wunit Games. You know, the people who made Torchlight. And then interviewed a guy who did what was it, Never Ending Nightmare, and also I think Retrograde. And like all of them, I talked to them about like Sony stuff, and every one of them complained about how Sony just did not let anybody know how the PlayStation 3 worked. And half of the time, like all of them talked about like multiple, just like guessing, trying to figure out how it worked and how horrible it was. So yeah, I know for a fact from multiple developers that the PS3 was just. I get the way to put it, like, probably the PS3 didn't exactly suck, it just, Sony just made it so hard to program for, it just made it near impossible for a lot of people, and that the reason so much stuff was just, you know, garbage on the PS3, but, you know, eventually it got worked out, though. Yeah, the PS3, honestly, is like, the PS3 was literally trying to do the PS2 thing all over again, you know, it was Sony doing the whole thing of like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna release a console. We're gonna make it powerful by their standard at the time. we are gonna put a Blu-ray player in this, make it the cheapest Blu-ray player out at the time. And we also gonna make it hard to program for. So, this is literally the PS2 strategy, was if we make it hard to program for, put something in it that is cheaper than everything else that everybody wanting at the time. That means we will sell more units than any other competitor, mainly Microsoft at that time. And since the games will be so hard to program for, then when you make a game for our console, it'd be harder to redo it to get it onto the 360. And in return, you either won't port it to the 360, or like the PS3 version be the superior version. Because you will have to break your game to get it to work on other consoles, since it's so distant. And, well, that worked during the PS2 generation, and that why the PS2 have a freaking game library of, what is it, like 400,000 or 500,000 games at that point. It's a sword. Well, they were thinking like, we just would do that again, it'd be fine, everything will work out. No, it didn't work out. They backfire in every way. Yeah. But with that being said, yeah, Last of Us is technically, cause they don't own Naughty Dog, do they? So I get that technically second party. But yeah, that was the reason why the only games on the PS3 actually was functioning. That in the beginning was fourth party stuff. It's because Sony actually showed how that system properly worked with them developers. So that's the reason, like, you know, playing Uncharted, Last of Us, any of Last of Us was after the fact, but, you know, Uncharted, Killzone, like, that type of stuff is, like, worked without issue, because Sony actually showed the information on how it worked. But they didn't do with any other developer. If you wasn't fourth party or second party, you didn't get that information. You had to wing it. Because it was the whole thing of, like, we tell you how it worked, that means it's going to be easier for you to, you know, I get retcon it into actual ports. And that's the reason they didn't tell most developers how to do it. And since, you know, fourth party and second party under contract, you know, we got to worry about them taking the game somewhere else. Wasn't great for the hardware. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The tools were not great for the hardware. Yeah, the hardware was garbage for the PS3. Yep. The hardware was fine. The problem with the SNK. Yeah, just like knowing how to carve memory out of the cell processor was the issue. And then it didn't help with, you know, on the side of, you know, outside developer would be like the whole catch-up thing Sony were doing that well, since the 360 was such a photo success. But then again, to be honest, in a lot of ways, the only reason 360 was a success over the PS3 was because Microsoft did the opposite. You know, they made a system that was what the market, which is why we had so much problem with Red Wing. But anyway, being rushed market, it still was, you know, pretty much it was a PC at the point, so it was super easy to develop for. And then, you know, the year in advance also helped, and then Sony just didn't really help at all doing the whole, like, you will get a second job shit. You know, pulling what Microsoft did at the beginning with Xbox One. Like, no. Yeah, the PS3 had let market share, so the version would... Yeah, exactly. It would literally work the opposite. It's just like, oh, they thought they'd be like, yeah, we will sell so much, the market share will be so high, it won't matter. Well, like, no. Any of the Xbox did rush it out, which was a good thing. You know, actually getting it out a year in advance, so it had the mind share of it. Making it easy to develop for. It's just at that point, you know, most developers just were just straight up Microsoft. And that one, like I said, up to probably the last 3 years of the PS3 Xbox 360 generation, like the best versions was all the way on the 360. Because Microsoft didn't fuck that up, other than, you know, building a box that was a total oven. And then, as I said, the market shell as well. But yeah, overall though, by the time we got to the end of the PS3 generation, like the PS3 was actually good. The problem was it took way too long to get there. Which when we torn, if you think about it, it got good there in the last 3 years. Microsoft started fucking up in the last 3 years, and well, then Microsoft came out TV, port, TV, and then, well, 700 but no U games. like what? And then, because of that wine, Sony kind of took the ball and went one this generation. Let's see, Fallout 76 would be on Rush. Yeah, that game was what? Like, at best, like, properly beta. Not the whole, like, you know, PR, beta, alpha, demo, like that shit, but, like, legit, like, probably, what, beta? Or very, like, in of alpha, at best. Yeah, to be totally honest, and like I feel like most people probably wouldn't have been so bad with Fallout 76 if Bethesda wasn't such an asshole after the fact. And if they would have just been like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna put it up on all the assets. Did not finish, give up money, and then like 2 to 3 years we will finish it and then we put it out on everything. You know, pretty much what Conan did as an example of that. But to be honest, I think Bethesda was just like, no, we got to get this on everything. So consoles, PCs, and yeah, in return, the definition of being Rush. Had a single core of 3.2 gigahertz processor. Are we talking about for the PS3 or the 360? PS3 was just an annoying console to develop games on. Yep, 100%. Because I know I'm probably not alone on that. Probably, like, if you listen to, like, any interview that went in-depth into, like, game development around that time period, like, you would hear content developer bitching about how hard it was to develop for the PS3. I haven't had a single core processor since '98. I can't vouch. I don't know. I don't even know if I have a single core right now or not. I don't think so, but maybe. Let's see, a single core console is not qualified. Yeah, that is true because like half of the like chipsets and processors, all that shit is just, at least back in the day, was much more like customized full set system. Don't get me wrong, nowadays we are getting a little bit better with pretty much like one-to-one with PC stuff. The only difference is, you know, PC stuff, what? Get new version like every 6 months to a year, well, console, we're not quite there yet. Let's see, I probably will get to the final moment here. Let's see, game development on PC and then rolling back to consoles. Oh yeah, that's how every game development works. It always done PC because that way you equate. It just usually how that ends up working. Without you making a game that's gonna be on PC and console, if it's a game that console only, it will always just be building a game to the spec of whatever console you're making. Is how that works. You know, that way you don't have to do a porting job. But if you're doing it for PC and then console, then you know you got this company that getting involved on that. If you don't have the manpower to do it in-house. And that is how we get shit ports as well. But yeah, it really depends on engine as well. Because I know Unity is pretty good about how you do ports. I can't beat for Unreal Engine. I can't beat for that because I never met with that. Cause the only engines I have ever like in-depth met with was like Unity, RPG Maker, Game Maker, Source Engine, and I want to say that was about it. So I can't vouch for like, oh, and whatever engine. Potato use. Well, I don't remember the name of it. But either way, the same engine that been in every Potato game since Morrowind. Whatever that engine was called. But yeah, I know Unity is really good about, you know, properly porting up to everything. Because hell, that engine is so scalable. Let's see, no, it wasn't a console, it was optimized. Computer is a jack of all trades. Not using a core as. Let's see. They develop an UE or Unity, the PS3 version was literally just one quick. Yeah. At least for Unity, anyway. But what was it? If I remember right, wasn't it the license for Unity to actually be able to port was only like $100 or something? Because I know in the free version of Unity, you can do PC and I believe mobile? I believe? But yeah, I haven't looked in a while. I don't remember that part. But I want to say it was $100 to actually buy an add-on for Unity that actually lets you do PS3 stuff. But when piano, cut them over PS3. So you have to know that AMB. Yeah, it wasn't. So the 360 was what? 4 gigs of RAM. I think it was 4 gigs. I'm pretty sure it was 4 gigs of RAM. And now I don't remember what the CPU was. Because I know I plenty of videos like back in that time period, people just whipping that shit apart, being like, yeah, this is how much it cost to build it if you build PC to the specs. Or what you could get ad quote to, you know, cut them pieces. But like that, the cut them stuff is nowhere near as bad anymore though. Let's see, the football version of the PS4. Yeah, we're selling it at a lot since the Mac. Oh, to be honest, if you look at any game console, like all of them sell at a loss. Like none of them would ever make money. Like I think Nintendo at the only company that ever have done that, and that was with like the Wii. Like every company lose money on them consoles because that the reason they have fourth party. That the reason we have, you know, exclusive games. But just like you sell the console at a loss and then you try to make up the funds by selling games on it. But yeah, that every game console pretty much. I've been one of them things that been there since almost day one in a lot of way in the game industry. With every company, always you lose anywhere from what, like $300 to $600, depending on what they are doing at any point, especially in the beginning. You know, by the time it's done and over with, you know, it kind of balance out a little bit. But yeah, for the first couple of years, they are always losing money. That's the whole reason we have like licensing fees and whatnot. That way it'd be like, hey, you're gonna make a game for it, we will take X% of money. And then, depending on who you're dealing with, I'm like, oh, and we will also handle production and creation and shipping. That would be another X% amount, you know. That it will, the game industry, make the money. Or should I say, property owners. You know, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. And if you, any other company, and then loot boxes, yay. You know what you don't get on consoles? But nobody, basically, nobody's selling PC outside of eBay. Or maybe, cool, yeah. Troubleshooting for 4 hours to find out your game is crashing because you have gadget bot turned on. And Shadows. You can't forget Shadows. Can't forget about that, Coon. That is what always got me, was Shadows. Every time I see, like, a bot for, like, high-quality Shadows, I'm just like, nope, turn that shit off. That always was my issues. Yeah, at the end of the day, especially like PS4, like PS4 especially is just a PC. Hell, like, go watch, because I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube somewhere. Go watch when they brought out, what was Mock Sony, when they did like that baby, like, little stage of like maybe like 50 people in the room. Literally when they just like, okay, here's the PS4 and this is what it is, and literally just like watch Mock Sony features, just literally him going over like the chipset and that graphic card, just like, yeah, just like it 100% just a PC at that point. It's a PC and a pretty bot with a Sony logo. Same thing go for Xbox One. And if you want to talk about Nintendo stuff, like, yeah, Nintendo is just a more powerful tablet. You know, they're running on random chipset from NVIDIA. Like, you know, the shit like they had in the Shield back in the day. Like, that type of hardware. Yeah, because it's like most of the CPU stuff is like short, like I said, once again, could be me speaking out ignorant here, because, you know, me, I'm not the PC wannabe Mattoy over here at all. Hell, like I said, just look at my potato stat below the stream and you can see that. But doesn't like Moat graphic card also have like stuff that actually help the CPU as well? You know, you have your CPU for, you know, your motherboard, and then you actually have like RAM and other like CPU stuff for depending on the graphic card you're using. I might be totally off base on that. Like I said, I will agree totally. I don't know what I'm talking about on that end. But I feel like I remember seeing like that stuff back when I was trying to buy graphic cards way back in the day. But then again, maybe there's one of them things that are just totally out of date and I ain't a thing anymore. I will. Let's see, they were the same. They were the same at PC, but with different operating system. Technically, because the Switch is using a custom version of Android. Microsoft, I think, is using what, like 8.1 version of Windows. I think it's the same. I think it's the same version of Windows that were being used on the cell phones that lasted all like 5 minutes. And then Sony is, like, I believe more or less a custom OS. Because I know like the PS3 stuff was just like base level like Linux stuff, which is the main reason why you could install Linux on the PS3 back when it came out. Like a week behind on chat. I'm sorry, Coon. I'm trying to get caught up here. You're not wrong, but yes, I know. The PS3 had a problem because of Bethesda cut them a bit on PC. Only so much you can do to know up a game the one on garbage computer. The developer was any bitching about having to hold back a technology because of the PS3 was trash. Now, that's the reason why a lot of like games that was on everything back in the day got cut on PS3. Hell, Final Fantasy 14 cut PS3 support, what, like a year after launch because of that? Let's see, I will find a problem with SNK, or SDK, sorry. PC gamer bet a certain level of production from developers. I think that's debatable on the person, to be honest. Because there was a lot of trash on PC that people still enjoy. So I think that is in the eye of the beholder on that one. Or I get more so, I think probably the more accurate way to put that, like PC gamers are a little more patient when it comes to, you know, like giving game time. Because I feel like if they wasn't, early access still wouldn't be a thing. I get that would probably be the better way to put that. When Fantasy 13 made their own tool, and the PS3 version was totally fine. That is true. But at the same time, it's like, you know, that like one of them camps of just like, well, Enid had the time and the know-how to actually spend the time to do it. And at the same time, it's just like, building your own tools is like, that get offensive quickly. But that one of them thing you talk to any game developer, just like, yeah, building engines and tools are like, that easily be like the fault, like yield to 2 year your product. It's literally just making that stuff so you could actually then start working on the game. It's a reason why, like, Unity and UE is actually so important. Just having stuff that would just work. Because, you know, way cheaper to license or pay a cut of your profits compared to having to do shit from scratch. With that being said, you know, there's still companies that do that, though. But then again, that got probably more to do with, like, hey, we can just spend more money, make our own engine, not have to pay no one licensing fee. And then hopefully we make more money and we turn from, you know, selling the game. Because honestly, that mindset would come from. Sony paid them to enter contract with them so they will make a PS3 version. Not all the time. Not all the time on that. There was a handful of games when Sony did do like marketing and did pay for certain games after the fact, but not always. Also, probably the other thing talking about there would be Sony. I know Sony, especially at that point, hell, any now they still kind of do it a little bit. Like you will see them make deals with company and be like, hey, make this exclusive for us. You know, Destiny 1 as an example. Or, you know, Shenmue 3 originally before Deep Silver got involved. But yeah, that does happen, but you usually and more so we will give you money to make it for us. I guess also the net one would be Spider-Man, for example. Since oh my god, what's the name of the company that made Spider-Man? Not Naughty Dog, not Sucker Punch. Asambia, there we go. Asambia. Yeah, I think that is. Like with them, it's like, yeah, they was Sony mainly, and then they started doing Xbox 360 or Xbox One stuff. And, well, Sony paid them to do Spider-Man, so that might be PS3 or PS4 only. So, that's kind of how that worked, though. Let's see. A couple 100-hour game of Final Fantasy. Oh, hallways. Look forward to making, because the hardware of the PS3 doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah, honestly, like, it's one of them cases, like, once again, bad is, like, in the eye of the beholder on that. Like, Sony probably, like, this was brilliant. It just didn't work out for them. But like I said, they were literally trying to do what they did with the PS2, it just did not work. And just also, like I said, it didn't help that the CEOs and the PR people just kind of also shot that in the foot. To me, let's see. If many people are comfortable to work with. Yeah, because honestly, like the whole reason why, like honestly, moving more into like a standardized system, you know, it's just like the same pieces in a distant box is kind of a good thing in the long run. because it's like one of them cases that like become easier for everybody and the comfort level is the same across the board. And then having an engine that can export easily on top of that. It's just to be totally honest, like one of them cases like that, I feel like it's bad for any like person that care about video games. That is a good thing. Because that just means that, you know, all the games are going to be roughly about the same on every console. So no matter what console you can have the same quality of game. And then, you know, you have the fourth party trying to pull you one way or another. And I guess also your friend, depending on what type of gamer you are. The hardware on the PS3, I couldn't keep up with the computer at the time. That would make it bad. Yeah, honestly, the same thing goes with the 360 on that. The only reason the PS3, outside of game console being weaker by default, because usually how that goes is when the game console come out, the game console is usually more power or equal to whatever PC is doing at the time, roughly. It's just the problem is that, you know, PC always getting new stuff. Well, game console usually lap 4+ shields before they get something new, for the most part. But yeah, the issue with the PS3, honestly, same thing for 360, was just because America went through that secession in 2008. That was the issue. That's the only reason we had the PS3 for almost a decade, like properly on the market. Because if our country didn't go to shit, the PS4, Xbox One, all that shit would have been out in like 2007, 2008. Maybe 2009 at the latest. Like I said, we'd be preparing for PS5 right now if it wasn't for all that shit. Let's see, the PS3 fully... yeah, it wasn't at the time though. No, like at the time, it was a little over 800 for PS3. Like when it came out, it was a little over 800. But they sold it at 6, so they still lost money. But with that being said, that was a mix between like, okay, we strip out the PS2 stuff, we strip out the computer stuff with, you know, Linux, all that jazz. We pull out the like 8 disc in, my god, USB, not USB, flash drive. There we go, flash drive ports. Edge it, like, after they whipped all that shit out and they put out the Slim, it's like I think the Slim was at, I think 5 something, 6 something by the time they actually got that one out. Because I know they didn't thought actually making a profit on the console to the final version, the one that had like the lead that you just slid open. You know, they didn't have a proper, well, whatever the disc drives are called, the one that how they do now, where they just suck the disc in. But when they actually did the final version with the lead that you would just pop open and actually set the game into the system, that was around the time they started actually making money off the console itself. Let's see, last about 2 people blessed away with the graphic for a 10-year-old console. Yeah, Coon. That like one of them things, like it one of them things that always, it don't amaze me. It just feel like one of them things. Well, I feel like there's a PC argument type of deal here. Would be, you know, you get certain people. I don't want to say every PC gamer by any means, but you know, you get people complaining about like, oh, these consoles are horrible. They don't do this, they don't do that. You know, they are old, insult, you know, whatever reason. But at the same time, what is always impressive is if you get a company like Naughty Dog who know the hardware in and out and have good art direction, it's amazing what they can do on stuff that is so obsolete by that point. Like it'll reason why like most games that come out right there at the end or right when it start like just being phased out, that usually ends up being the best looking game appeal to anything on it. Because you know, after X number of years, and then the know-how and the talent behind it, like you can make some shit great. You know, for example, Last of Us for PS3, would be like God of War 2 for the PS2. I'm trying to think one for the PS1 that would like this. My mind instantly going to like old school like Final Fantasy like 9 and stuff, but like I don't think that's accurate. But yeah, like if you know have the know-how and the skill set in your group, like a 10-year-old console can look better than most stuff. But you know that all come down to your talent though and your know-how. Let's see. Let's see the console and PC. Yeah, the GPU was managing the AMB. Yeah, cause wasn't it the whole thing about that was, cause wasn't the cell processor with like 8 cells or something? Cause I remember hearing there were like 1 or 2 like cells that were actually doing the XMB. So like, I remember, or I believe hearing it was like half of the processor power was always just gone handling the OS and the overlay and all that. And I know that's still the thing for the PS4, because hell, you know, this whole thing of being able, you know, to jump through menus, you know, most of the power also gonna go to doing that shit. Let's see, in order for a game to be good on the PS3, it would to be made specifically for the PS3, but still, you are complaining about the games. Sandbox games. Yeah, I'm in the camp of the being like most of the good PS3 in the beginning was made specifically for the PS3, and then the games in the last couple years when people figure it out. Like that little great period there in the beginning was when it wasn't great. Let's see, it was the same, the Descent, a tool you to make the games. Came out with 256 megabyte card. Yeah, that was a 360, wasn't it? I had the 256. I believe that was a PS3. Oh, not PS3, but 360. Let's see, if a console and PC had the same spec, the console would play a game better. No why. It doesn't have unnecessary program in the background and more optimized for the game. I feel like that one of them cases is like, I think that will honestly come down to the company who'd be doing it, to be totally honest. Because, well, we have seen some games that, you know, that literally one on almost identical hardware that ends up just being shit between them. That is like one of them things that will all come down to like QA stuff or that to actually optimize it. Yeah, on the PS3 there was a RAM and CPU for, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like separate stuff just to handle the XMB. And I believe it's the same on the PS3 as well, or PS4, I mean. You know, since you have to have like this stuff running in the background at all times. So you can flip between it. Yeah, I had an on proprietary chipset. Yeah, well, welcome to all the game console on that. Which, like I said, I'm happy we don't move away from that. I get we're not totally there yet, but we're getting there. Yeah, cause wasn't like also the GDDR3 RAM as well, and the PS3 was also one of the main reasons, other than the sale, why it was so expensive. I'm meaning like to produce, not to sell. Oh god, cat. Will you lay down? Thank you. Yeah, because also the whole, like, between wanting window and wanting XMB, the whole thing as well of just, like, they all modify or distant, depending on which one we're talking here, like, operating systems. Like, you start getting into how the operating system is actually coded and what it's actually using. Because they're, like, one of them cases, like, yeah, like, if we get PlayStation 4 logo, just as an example here, I don't know for a fact here, but like as an example, be like, oh, that menu is actually require more than say Windows 10 need to actually operate. It like it all really come down to how they specifically programmed it. Cause you know, there's some shit programmers out there that no matter if they make it look good, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean it's, you know, actually work in the background good. You know, like being an example, like just like go look at any version of like Linux as an example of that. Like you get like versions of Linux that actually like do everything, like mimicking 100% what Windows can do, and they still like way lighter than what Windows is, type of deal. It all comes down to how it actually, you know, put together, and not the art direction. You know, that do, you know, hit the performance, but you know, shit programming can make it way worse. Or yeah, I had a GTX. Okay, so it was an onboard graphic card then. The 768 megabyte GDR card that came in 2007. Yeah, 2007 would have been the second model then, wouldn't it? Yeah, 3 times better than the PS3 card. But yeah, I know over time companies do actually, you know, change, you know, certain chipsets and stuff as they go. Which, you know, that all come down to Wii models. I know every now and again you would get, you know, you would get actual console that they won't do a Wii model, but they would change a couple specs inside. I had a whole thing of like Wii and serial number shit. Let's see, 1 year after the PS3 release and a few years after the development. But yeah, it's still not comparable. Wait, what? You need your GPU wanting Windows shit in the background on console. That doesn't happen at all. Yeah, that's true. The PC version do one more than the PS3. Yeah. The PC got way more shit happening in the background. Because, you know, PS3 was, what? Dashboard, the SMB, for when, you know, you actually brought up the menu over the game. You had the party stuff running when you used it. And then you had the game itself running. Yeah, no cue for it to be bad. Yeah, because to be honest, like at the end of the day, of the conversation, just the problem was with the PS3 was just the sale processor. It was just the sale processor and like how vague Sony was. To be totally honest, if they didn't go with that processor, or if they was way more open with a developer, like not talking about like PR shit, you know, what they did with the 600 and the second job, not even counting that shit, just on the back end. The sale processor not being open with a developer was the main issue with the PS3, to be totally honest. In which we told that the reason it got better in time. You know, it was just a stumble out the gate with most game consoles, you know, say like PS4, Xbox 360, like, you know, most of them was like that whole like upward momentum, you know, as people became more and more familiar with it. Well, Sony was kind of just like down and then kind of, you know, kind of came back up though at the end. But, you know, to be totally honest, just that whole situation just shows, like, how much better you can be as a platform holder by just being open to the people making product for you. You know? Like, if you just open with them and communicate with them, like, you could get some shit done. You know, hell, like example of maybe like look at Nintendo shit. Say what you will about Nintendo, but you know, this generation with the Switch, they've been doing a good job actually, you know, being transparent with them partners. Which is the reason why we have so many games coming out on the Switch and so many indie people involved and excited about working with Nintendo. It just, sadly, Sony just was not that in the mid-2000s. You know, they were just blowing off being, you know, hot shit coming off the PS2 because, you know, their evil mastermind plan worked for them. Which when we torn out thinking about, like in retrospect, that is kind of funny of just like, knowing the shit Nintendo pulled back in the NES and Super Nintendo day of like the monopoly shit they had over people. And then Sony came out of that just being like, fuck you, Nintendo. And then they literally just turned into Nintendo. Like, one generation later. It's just kind of funny how that all came full circle on that. Yeah, it will be cutting down cost, especially that the PS3 had a Blu-ray back in that time. Yeah, to be honest, and like, oh my god, my controller's gonna die here momentarily. To be totally honest though, and like, yo, oh god, I just saw the way. I'm sorry if that was a bit ago. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying to catch up on chat, but thank you. Was that the day? Yeah, that was the day, wasn't it? So thank you, dude. Thank you, my dude. I appreciate it. As you can tell, we having an in-depth conversation. Welcome everybody who are coming in. Thank you. Welcome. We are discussing get to PS3 stuff right now. I promise we will get to the game. I promise. But yeah, thank you, my dude. But yeah, the whole PS3 thing, honestly, is like, if they did not go like hardware with the PS2, if the Blu-ray in the long one was the right choice, and if it was not great because of the price, but which in return, it just like you think about the Blu-ray situation, just like actually getting that is like the reason, another reason why Sony is just making so much money this generation. Licensing fees. Good job on that. Yeah, screwing everybody out except for Nintendo, who just decided to go back to SD cards. But yeah, there was way to actually chop down that price for the PS3. It still would have been, you know, way over what they were selling it for. Like, even they did chop the stuff out, like, they still probably would have been, they would have still had to sell it for like 600 at launch though. But yeah, it's a reason why, like, what was it, like 2 years later when they did the Slim, they chopped so much stuff out of it. Because they kind of needed to. And if it still would have been nice to keep PS2 compatibility in there, but, you know. Having hardware PS2 stuff in the console did not help, you know, the price. Let's see, console will never be up to date with PC hardware. No, yeah, never. It will be one of them cases where, like, at best, games will be, or console will be about a year behind on PC. Maybe almost current, but they would just be obsolete in less than a year. Like, because like now at that point, to someone actually seriously do a modular console now. But then again, at the same time, it's like, you know, you don't buy console to be technically update to PC, because if you care enough about being updated to PC, you just would, you know, update your PC whenever you can. Like, you know, that's just not the market on that. You know, it'd be nice if it was, but it's not. But yeah. But who knows, one of these days, you know, companies have tried to do the modular stuff in the past of just having, like, PC you could just whip off and replace. But, you know, that stuff never ends up working out. Yeah, we were doing that shit back in the 90s, you know? Look, just think about it. Just think of, like, the 32X, the CD drive, the floppy disk drives, like, that was on consoles, like... You know, not counting all the stuff that you always see random company building and whatnot. It just to someone can nail that. It's like, now PC will always be ahead on a technical standpoint anyway. With that being said, though, it's like, honestly, going into next gen, I wouldn't doubt just being, because we technically always kind of dealt in the whole thing of just like, okay, let release a console, and then let release a slimmer version with some better pieces, and then let release the 4K version, and so on. And like, I would not honestly put it past Microsoft going into next generation just being like every year and a half you would just buy a technically, like, what was the F.1 to the F.1X, like, instead of spending that over like 5 years, just spending that over every like year and a half, so you always technically one step behind, you know, whatever the bet technology of the time is. The only issue that can come with that is scaling. And how well can you scale game to, you know, keep up with that, you know? Or maybe another camp of how do you train your consumers to be okay with being like, oh, just like how PC games are, just like, oh, I bought this and either I had to play it on low setting or my PC can't run it at all. Like, how do you get console people to do that? Like, that's gonna be the interesting part, like, seeing how do you get console to come over to that. So, because I know, at least for Microsoft front, at the end of the day, like, if you go PC, you go PC type of deal, you know? They're gonna win no matter what. And honestly, they can get you, if they can get you away from physical goods and get you on PC to begin with, then, like, well, we don't gotta give Sony any more money for that Blu-ray technology. So, yeah. We will see, though. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past Microsoft just being that generation, just being every year and a half, we just get an F.X type of scenario. I would not doubt that at all. That one console sucks. It's money. 360 and when it came out, it was actually ahead of PC. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It looked like I said, like most console stuff, it usually either right there with it or maybe a little behind. I don't know about Unity. I only use UE4. But UE4, if you have developable console, you can free build for console. Really? You can free build? But yeah, a lot of time I looked on Unity. Unity, you had to buy like a license to be able to actually export to consoles, and then not counting, you know, going to Sony. But to make an actual console build, let's say with a license, that might have changed. Because it been a while since I made an actual proper game in Unity. Because anytime I met with Unity nowadays, just like, I want to see if I can do this type of deal. I think never really comes up any of it. I think I have only ever made 2 games through Unity. But like I said, that was back when you had to do licenses, so I don't know. But I'd like to see UE4 doesn't. But then again, the question would be at that point, like, if you sold a game, what would be the fee at that point? So, you know, the engine take fees at, you know, at any point you're gonna sell it. Let's see, when I use the PC, I'm using a mid-range PC. Yep, and I use a potato, so. Yeah, I'm not a PC gamer point by any means. Don't get me wrong, like one day maybe. That's more of a financial thing more than anything. Yeah, when you talk about like average PC, we talk about like PCs, like the ones you could pick up for like $500 at Walmart type of PCs, right? No calling people stupid, Coon. Please. Yeah, never use UE in your life. Yeah, I have never used UE. Oh yeah. I know the glass is like a real thing. Like I remember glass and shadows was always an issue. I usually have shadow problem. But yeah, in KOTOR it was glass and shadow for me. But yeah, I know that is a thing in PC games where like if you have a low rig, like lighting, and anything moving like glass and whatnot, or just like anything that is, I guess, have somewhat physics to it, like in max quantity, like yeah, that stuff can eat away very quickly at your PC. That's the reason, honestly, when you guys see me play PC games, usually the first thing I turn off is shadows and, like, glass. And then not counting it, like, I don't really like glass in video games anyway. Especially for, like, MMOs and stuff. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. That got more to do with, you know, for me, it just make it hard to tell what's happening. My God, I am so far behind. I apologize for that, guys. Let's see. About Final Fantasy 15 only. I thought Final Fantasy 15 cut the expansion around the time Heaven Wars came out. Was it after Heaven Wars? Because I knew they cut it at some point around then. What did the EX call? I don't know. Isn't the EX called? Isn't that like when the Pokemon like evolve into another state or something? I have no idea. Gonna be here for an hour. You're not wrong. I'm trying to keep up with you wonderful people. But this has just become an IOL stream, and technically what have happened. You're not wrong. The problem is that we talk not really a problem I get, but just talking about like tech shit, and well, as you can see I can go off on that. People act like console don't upgrade or change anything, which is completely wrong. Just for oh yeah, 100%. Like every single time we get a console revision, stuff always changing now. Like that, like one of them cases. If you want an example of that offhand, just look at the 3DS. Like look at the 3DS and the new 3DS. Any if there were only like 2, maybe 3 games that actually took advantage of the new hardware that was in the new 3DS. But like yeah, that the reason they do them is they do remodel to cut down the costs, replace pieces, upgrade pieces if they can, and because in time, better equipment actually becomes cheaper, and also can fix problems like overheating. I'm looking at you, Microsoft. So yeah, like game console go through that as well. It's just what it is, and never nearly as drastic to the customer as far like PC stuff is. Because it's like if you naughty enough to actually care about what in your consoles type of nerds, like yeah, like every slim ever always chain pieces in and out. It's just the thing is you don't really ever see it front facing, mainly because the whole thing of not wanting to have certain games not work type of deal, like stuff that happens on PC all the time. The compatibility-ness of it all. Because hell, just like go whip apart like the original Xbox One appeal to the S, not the X, but the S version, and like how much parts are just different or just totally change, or like reused in different ways. 360 which was a 3.2 processor. I need the PS3 cam with memory. That is so true. At least there was that. Hey, but remember, like you could buy a hard drive separate, and don't forget about a memory card on the 360. Oh god, that is a good point. At least it did come with memory. But what was it like? Wasn't the original like launch PS3 was 60 gigs, wasn't it? But you technically, I guess, only had what, like maybe 40 of that after the OS. What are we talking about, like RAM memory? Yeah, PS3 had 256. F5 had 512. Yeah, cause wasn't it the whole reason it had 512 on the 360 was because of Guild of War? Or maybe that was something else. I know that game was actually made them chain pieces in the 360. Cause I know that game is like the main reason that the Xbox 360 was what it was on the inside. I did with FP until they fit Windows 7, and then I got 7, and then I kept 8.1, upgrade to 10. Yeah, I'm still using Windows 7 myself. Like I was right there with you. Like I went FP Vista. I stayed on Vista to 7 was done, and they were getting ready to release 8, and then I went to 7, and well, I'm still sitting at 7. Sam PC, the one I do use for gaming stuff, is Windows 10 though, but that wasn't by choice. But yeah, like I'm still on 7 myself. Okay, we talking about RAM memory, not hard drive memory. Okay. Yeah, disk space. Okay, sorry, my bad. I was thinking we were talking about disk space for a moment. 360 had 2.68, 120 hard drive. Yeah, 60 to 8. Okay, so it was 60 to 80 for the hard drive. Okay. That's what I was thinking, because I remember when I bought my 360, I wasn't able to get the one that came with the hard drive because wipe shit. I remember I had a memory card for the longest time for the 360. I think it was like probably 2-3 years into the 360 life before I even got a hard drive for it. But yeah, at least Sony actually did come with a hard drive out the get-go. So you had a hack on the 360 to be able to use your own AT versus a PS3 being able to use AT. Yeah, because what it was, I know like near the end, what was it? I think it was like 2011, I want to say, maybe 12. I remember when 360 did an update where you could actually use like USB and proper like hard drives, like USB hard drives. It was so nice. You should have saw my 360 back in the day. Like I had a, because I had a USB splitter, which had, I think, added like 4 extra USB ports, and then I literally just had like 3 to 4 gigs memory card just in all of them. It literally, my 360 looked like it had goddamn tentacle coming out of it. Because I was too poor at the time to actually buy a USB hard drive. So I just literally had a whole bunch of like extra like USB floating about that I just had plugged into my 360. Yeah, exactly. The arcade version didn't come with the hard drive. Yep. Because what it was, like, I bought it day one with no hard drive. It Red Wing. Got a replacement. Hey, there we go. I'm getting into the Arca Wave. Hello, everybody. And then, like... God, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I bought it day one. Didn't come with a hard drive. It Red Wing. Give me a replacement. Red Wing again. And... I didn't feel like dealing with customer service and that whole ordeal. Mainly because I was in the middle of nowhere and I had no way to, do, your UPS shipping stuff, see how that was done. So I ended up buying an arcade, and I had an arcade, God, I had that all the way up to like 2013. And then I finally actually bought the Slim that actually had a hard drive in it. So like, oh, I'm kind of fond of the arcade in a lot of ways. Any of it, like, it was quite dumb in retrospect. Yeah, flat 32 format. Yep. Yeah, because I know you can format like memory cards and stuff to actually be that. Because I remember that was a whole thing. I never went into any issue with that, but then again, I never had any like flash drives or memory or hard drive that had ELF at all. So maybe that should be lucking out. Because I want to say, if you just buy a hard drive now and plug it up, it's still formatted to FAT32, don't it? To my knowledge, I think it's just still formatted. Because I know when I just plugged in my hard drive, it just automatically formatted it, but I don't know in what format it did. Yo, Cheese, if you're still here, hello, DJ, welcome as well if you are here. Yo, Chaos, welcome. I am sorry, I'm so far behind on chat. I do apologize for that, dudes. But yeah, welcome. Gooby? I probably just butchered that, I'm sorry. Welcome. But yeah, and Anka, there you are. Hello. Welcome as well if you are still here and not asleep. If you're asleep, I do apologize. Let's see, I need to sleep, I am so tired. If you're still here, go to sleep, Anka. It's past your bedtime, go to sleep. And thank you, dude, honestly. But yeah, been having a great stream so far. And if we have went into like a RL Oh, Jesus, I can't beat tonight. I've been talking non-stop like owl. IRL stream, there we go. Any of that, what they become. But yeah, been good so far. Let's see, format that, the Wii format? Is it a Wii format? Nintendo is just setting in the corner. Oh, Nintendo. You're not wanting it. Nintendo, the reason why at that point Nintendo just don't seem like they care. They just like, they all doing their own thing. You know, God bless them. Someone out there doing that. It don't always work out for Nintendo, but when it does. Let's see, it is anyway, out of the box for me, buying an ATD, pretty, okay. Yeah, because I never did, like, the hard drive I ended up getting for my PS4, I literally just took it out of the box and just stuck it straight to the PS4. So I had no idea what format it was in. Because I know when you plug up one, it instantly formatted for you. Again, how old are you to do 48 hours? I think that will happen, Cheese. All the Kingdom Hearts are training him. Cause aren't you, if you are still like, aren't you still like in, or you thought it Dream Drop Distant tonight, right? Cause if so, I can see how that game could train you. Let's see, if your hard drive is brand new, it would be, it won't be. Really? Yeah, it won't be formatted at all. Okay. I guess that does make sense, because, you know, I like one of them cases that I just never ever heavily just paid attention to it, like back in the day, especially with like USB sticks, just stuck it in, just like, yeah, format into whatever will work here. Can I ask you where your accent is from? It sounds interesting. The accent you are hearing, is technically, I guess Southern, technically from the South. But yeah, it's like a mix between, take Tennessee, take Missouri, and then take Arkansas, and kind of make them have a baby, and well, this is what you get. So yeah. But yeah, I technically live on the border of a state, so it pretty much every like Southern accent are kind of blending together. So yeah. Either way, a external hard drive support doesn't mean it will come with memory. Yeah, because most hard drives after you format them, like they lose a couple gigs anyway. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Coon. Yeah, live on the border of 2 to 3 distant accent. Yeah, yeah. I'm technically on the border of 3 states from the South. I was only talking about hard drive support being. Yeah, could outside of hacking, could you use a hard drive at all on the 360 outside of one, you know, you can buy from them? Like, could you just buy like a normal like USB one and use it? But like I said, I remember doing it with USB stick, but that was like totally different though. Like, I don't remember if you could do that on the 360 or not. Because like I said, I know PS4 and I know Xbox One you can. I know that, and then, you know, the Switch have, you know, have like SD cards for memory. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I know. So sometimes when I start ranting super quickly, it get kind of difficult. This is why we need subtitles. But like, if you go a little bit farther down, it get way worse though. So yeah, I'm just happy. Like I'm not like some of them other accents that are around here. let's see, if I... To be able to use my own hard drive. Okay, so you didn't? You couldn't actually use your own hard drives? Let's see, it came out a year before the PS3. It doesn't change the fact that the PS3 was shitty. Yeah, I couldn't. You've been around for forever at that point. Oh, I would say probably more like 5-ish years. By the way, now thinking of that, if I click on your name, okay, because now when you click on people's name, you can actually see how long they've been following the channel. You've been following the channel Heal since 2015, but then counting the actual player account, it probably what, like, I know, like 2 years on that. So yeah, you're getting help. Unreal is free until you set at max X amount of copies. Yeah, because I knew it was a licensing thing. I thought like actually selling, not creating. Yo! Tapping off? Welcome, my dude! Sorry if I'm just getting to that, I'm behind on chat here. But yeah, welcome, my dude. Let's see here. Can someone explain why, Clown is so set with Ellis, or whatever her name is, he doesn't even know her reality? From my understanding, this is just Bell with my understanding here, which is very limited, would be... I'm trying to remember how accurate it was from, like, wasn't it from, like, the Advent Children movie or something? Wasn't, like, Cloud supposed to have memories of, like, that Zach dude we seen? And he was the one in love with Ellis or something? I don't know the exact details, since, you know, not 100% up to that point, I don't think. And also, I didn't want to run with Ellis in my party, so I missed out on, like, a lot of dialogue, so... For the time being, too, I know otherwise, I think it might just end up being one of them cases of, you know, like, you pretty and disappear at one game, and we can only do so much with characters. Maybe. But yeah, talk to me in, like, another, like, 3 hours, since I'm at the end of the game, and we'll figure that out. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's not Polo. Yeah, she is ancient. Where he had a life was in danger multiple times. Yeah, I got some kind of bond with her. Yeah, I get that probably will also be the other way to put that. Always be to me. Yeah, like Alice is like one of the things like Titus and Titus are just like tomato. That's kind of how I feel about or pronunciation. Oh, I honestly I can't wait till the remake to actually heal like every after sale named Distant. It's literally gonna be like Final Fantasy X all over again. When you do a skip to go after Tifa. Yeah, just for the record here, on my playthrough right now, my crowd is in love with the boys. We are totally into the dick here with our crowd. But if we're gonna talk about like Ellie versus Tifa though, I'm Team Tifa though, 100% Team Tifa. I would say Team Yuffie if she didn't always steal my stuff. We got a very love-hate relationship with Yuffie here. See, I played it when I was a kid, so I never understood at all. All I really cared about was that I could do magic and kill things. Your mind was in the right base, so. Let's see. Oh, they cut the sword and Dawn. Oh, was it Dawn? Oh, okay. So Dawnblood was when they cut it. Nice. Okay, so it lasted longer than I was thinking it did. I want to kind of see the weapon fight now. Oh, don't worry. I think I'm almost there. I think I'm almost there at the end. We're almost there, chat. If the remake ever comes out, it will come out eventually, maybe. Hopefully, by the time we're not dead. I got in 2020. Yeah, 2020 is my guess as well. If they're gonna do still do episodic, I'd say 20 to 21 at the latest for part 1. That is my guess. If they're doing the whole game and just releasing it as is, my guess, to be totally honest, like 2023, maybe 24. Either way, I would say no more than like 5 years, probably. I think that's like roughly 5 years. Yay! I'm caught up. Yay! Woo! We did it, chat. We did it. Yeah, I try to make it the best I can to actually keep up with chat the best I can. So thank you all for bearing with me while we're doing that. So I just saved it, right? Oh god, I wish I saved it. Well, I think I saved it. Oh god, I do not have MP. Okay. Okay. Wait, what? Did I just hit for 0? I think we're gonna be dead, chat. He can randomly kill my people? Wait, what? I wasn't told he would just instantly suck in my people and kill them. Okay, Gilly Mato. I'm gonna go over here for a moment. Just for a second. Oh, hey, look at that. I didn't actually kill them. Anyway. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I do not have that. There we go. We need... everyone looking good-ish. Okay. I would not for the life of me was expecting him to randomly just kill my people. Okay. Round 2, let's do this. We got this. It's time to night round like 100 times. Because I totally forgot I was out EMP after fighting the 4 nights of the round. Okay, not good. Okay, here we go. Where the knights of the round? Okay, very bottom. Yuffie, no! Oh my god, chat. This is dumb. This is so dumb. I may or may not have come into that fight. I don't want to say cocky. But ill prepared of him not killing kill my teammate, but just beat this up a bit. Just straight up knocking my team out. Okay. We will get this. What the? Oh, he did a thing. You know, it'd be nice. Wait, you can make me tiny? Oh my god. Well. Okay. That is a good point. I do have accessory for that. I need to put that on now.